Yep.
Hello and welcome to This Week in ACB Community. My name is Michael and I'm joined by.
Cindy. That's who I am. I'm Cindy. Welcome, everybody. So glad to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate you checking these videos out and appreciate all the feedback we've gotten on them. Today, we want to mention for you, before we get into the schedule, that ACB Conference and Convention registration is open to everyone, huh, Cindy?
Oh, yeah. So, everyone who would like to participate, whether virtually or in person, should get to acb.org. Actually, members.acb.org
Mhm.
is the way to do it, and get your registration in.
And if you have an account or you need information and you can't get into that account, you can call 612-332-3242. Did I get that number right?
You did.
Awesome, awesome. Did it from
Yeah.
memory.
Memories are good.
Yeah, most of the time. So we appreciate you guys. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you're aware of what's coming up in this week in ACB Community. Are you ready to jump into it, Cindy?
I think so.
Okay. We'll see where today goes. Kicking things off on Sunday, May 25th at 9 a.m. We have ACB Presents the Daily Schedule, and then the breakfast brunch is at 11 a.m. At 3 p.m. we have Ask the Pastor and Monthly Crafting Noom.
At 4 p.m., St. Lucy's Guide. 5 p.m., let's encourage each other with scripture and Sunshiny Moments Sunday. That's a new call.
Mm.
And at 6 p.m., Braille Room.
At 7 p.m., we have Living Gratefully with Coach Kayla and Sunday Night Shellin'. And then at 9 p.m., speaking of convention, we have the membership focus call. And that call is going to talk to you about getting access to convention and participating. Rolling into Monday, the 26th, we have 9 a.m. ACB Presents the Daily Schedule.
And at 10 a.m., a message of love. 11 a.m., Manic Monday and Scriptural Rosary. And at 1 p.m., Memorial Day remembrances, honoring those making the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
At 2 p.m., we have JC's Community Corner Fire Safety. And then at 3 p.m., we have The Blind Spot and The Jewish Hour. At 4 p.m., we have Easy Chair Yoga.
At 5 p.m., Sports Roundtable. 6 p.m., Friendship Circle. 7 p.m., Get the Scoop. 7:30 p.m., ACB Diabetics in Action, Friends Supporting Friends.
At 8 p.m., we have CCLVI Game Night and PCB Peer Engagement presents Spring into Gardening. At 9 p.m., we have Bookability.
On Tuesday, May 27th, 9 a.m., ACB presents the daily schedule. 10 a.m., Herbie's Community Cooking Corner. 11 a.m., The Morning Mingle. 2 p.m., Games to Play with Lady A. Let's Talk AI.
At 3 p.m., ACB Crafting and Homophones with Mary Hopt. At 4 p.m., we have Resistance with Leslie and the ins and outs of sight loss later in life.
At 5 p.m., Pause on Deck. 6 p.m., Braille Room. 7 p.m., Tuesday Topics. 8:30 p.m., Resolutions Committee Working Meeting.
And at 9 p.m., we have AZCB Presents, so Arizona Council of the Blind Presents Accessible Museum. And we also have Conversational French and the She Shed. At 9:30, we have Guided Awareness Meditation and then the Chat Cafe at 10 p.m.
On Wednesday, May 28th, 9 a.m., ACB presents the daily schedule. 11 a.m., Lisa's Living Room with DJ Freshness. 1 p.m., The Classical Music Place. 2 p.m., Accessibility Q&A. Creative Journey, Week 1. Reframing Failure, A New Perspective. And Widows and Widowers Support Group.
3 p.m., we have navigation tactics, and then at 3:30 p.m., happy hour cardio. 4 p.m., A Lady Talks with Tyann and Living with No Vision.
At 5 p.m., Better Living, Better Life and Conversational Spanish. 6 p.m., Weather or Not. 7 p.m., ACB Women presents Grandma, Abuela, or Nana. 7 p.m., Sharing and Caring Support Group for caregivers.
And at 8 p.m., we have Apple Bites with Herbie Allen, Office Space, What's Up, Docs? And at 8:30, we have Meditation Celebration. At 9 p.m., we have Awakening Through Vedic Wisdom. 9 a.m. going into Thursday, the 29th, we have ACB Presents. ACB Presents.
Every morning at 9 a.m., as a matter of fact. At 11 a.m., let's talk together, which is breakouts, by the way. 12 p.m., I Love Braille. 3 p.m., Money Matters podcast. And what's new in the May updates of JAWS, Zoom Text, and Fusion.
4 p.m., we have Resistance with Leslie. Beginning Spanish is at 5 p.m. And at 6 p.m., we have Christian Book Chat.
At 7 p.m., show night and book discussion with the Multicultural Affairs Committee. At 7:30 p.m., powering up your self-employment journey.
And at 8 p.m., we have the 12-step recovery meeting. We also have Beginning Your Voiceover Voyage. Can I hear that again? As well as Table Talk Thursday. At 8:30 p.m., we have Resolutions Committee meeting. And at 9 p.m., Grade 3 Braille Get Together, as well as the Thursday Nightcap.
Sliding into Friday, May 30th, we have, of course, 9 a.m., ACB presents the daily schedule. 11 a.m., Allison's Community Cafe. 12 p.m., Mindful Movement to Manage Stress.
And at 5 p.m., we have In Perspective. At 9 p.m. is It's Playtime. Going into Saturday, May 31st, what do we have, Cindy?
9 a.m., we've got ACB presents the daily schedule, of course. 11 a.m., Saturday morning trivia. 1 p.m., ACB Government Employees Open Chat.
And we also have Friendship Circle at 1 p.m. At 2 p.m., we have Disability Reading Group. And at 3 p.m., we have Personal Finance and Investing.
At 4 p.m., Tar Heel Tailgate. 6 p.m., Weekend Braille Together Accent Marks. And at 8 p.m., Community Karaoke. And one of the things that we should mention is about a third of all of these events are also held on ACB Media, typically Media 5, some on Media 6, and of course karaoke on Media 4. And so those would be included in the emailed version of this schedule. Do we want to tell them how to get that emailed schedule?
We can, because, we haven't done this before. And I realized that we also didn't tell people that all times listed are Eastern, too, by the way.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
if you're interested in getting the schedule, send an email to community@acb.org. Again, community@acb.org. Let us know you're interested in getting the schedule, or you can always call 800-424-8666 if email isn't something you need, because we try to accommodate where we can. Again, 800-424-8666.
All right. And don't forget to register. Again, you can just go to acb.org and find all the information there on registering for this year's ACB conference and convention. And we would love to either see you in Dallas or have you join us in Zoom. Either way, that would be amazing. And I think that's it for this week. It's a busy week, right, Michael?
It is a pretty busy week for there being a holiday on Monday. I thought it
Yeah.
was going to be lighter, but we look forward to hearing you in the community and connecting with you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the like button, and share this with someone else who might be interested in learning what it is the ACB community has going on. Thanks, Cindy. Have a great week.
You too. Bye, everybody.